Okay, so I came across Marketing Boost, I think it was early March of 2019, so a little less than a year ago. And basically how I came across it, and I think it was through Andy's Facebook targeting. So I love to travel. I'm known as what many in the industry call a travel hacker. And so basically what that is I use credit card points and convert them into airline miles, hotel points, to be able to travel for almost nothing. So when I first saw Marketing Boost, it really intrigued me on what it was. And when I first read the guide and looked on Marketing Boost, I really didn't know what it was doing, how they're able to give away these free vacations and things like that. But after kind of doing more research, getting into the Facebook group, asking questions to the group, Andy, to Marco, and to all the other members, I felt like this was something that I could really use to help my restaurant business. So for those of you that have worked at restaurants, as a server, maybe as a cook or not, restaurant industry is very cutthroat. It's not an easy industry to be in. Very low profit margins, and also a lot of long hours and hard work. But I got into the restaurant space just because I have a huge passion for food, and I knew that it was something that was needed in the market that I'm in. So I'm currently in Utah. So Utah is a growing market. It's actually one of the fastest growing economies here in the United States. And I saw an opportunity a couple years ago. I told my parents, "Hey, I'm going to quit my job. Let's open up a legit Korean barbecue restaurant." And my parents were back then. They're already doing sushi catering. We're the largest sushi catering company here in Utah. And after several months of kind of looking at different spaces and things like that, we finally said, okay, we'll find a spot and let's get started. So we started our restaurant a little over 2 years ago, and it's been going super well. So it was just based on time. I'll kind of go over on a couple of things that I've used Marketing Boost for. I've used a lot of tools in the past, like email marketing. There's some other companies that provide marketing tools specifically for restaurants, but none of them have really presented or given me a really good ROI on the money that I've put in as much as what Marketing Boost has done for me. So first thing I'll talk about is kind of boosting takeout orders and delivery orders. And I've also shared a couple of these things in Cancun Mastermind, but there's also a couple of things that I added in that I've kind of taken away from the Mastermind, kind of implemented since I've gotten back. And then the next thing is boosting catering orders. So not just in our restaurant only, but also increasing orders when I'm going out to do sales calls, taking food to different companies and offices to be able to boost those orders, and then boosting dining patrons as well. So this is a screenshot from last year, but just kind of doing takeout ordering. We didn't do much of that since we're a sit-down restaurant. We have tableside service. All the servers will bring everything out to the customers. For those of you that have done Korean barbecue before, if you go to a legit, really good Korean barbecue restaurant, they'll have grills on the table, and servers or waiters will bring out actually raw meats, and then you'll cook it on the table. So kind of hibachi style in a way, but actually you're going to be the cook, and so it's a lot cheaper than when going to a hibachi or a teppanyaki style restaurant. But I started promoting advertising, Marketing Boost. Yeah, it's not called Marketing Boost now. On the takeout orders, through social media, through my email marketing channel, and this is kind of some of the results that I've seen. About 10 grand increase. This was between a period of May to August. So definitely not like mind-blowing numbers, just because we're such a low ticket for our tableside service. So our average ticket is anywhere from $25 to about $40 per table for two people. But still, it's for us as a restaurant, this is huge, just because we're pinching pennies, and average restaurants, a successful restaurant will make anywhere from 5 to 10% of their revenue as profit. So this is definitely huge for us. So delivery, I partnered with Grubhub and DoorDash. We've also since partnered with Uber as well. And with those guys, to boost delivery orders, because what this does is, of course, we'll have more orders in the kitchen, but this will alleviate, the wait time for customers, since we have a huge line for people trying to sit down and eat at a restaurant, because we do like an all-you-can-eat style type restaurant. The customers will come in and they'll stay here from anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so since we sit only about 150 people, delivery has been huge for us. And so what I've done is I've promoted, Marketing Boost for our delivery customers, and I don't really promote this too much on social media. I do a couple lives and tell people, hey, if you do this, if you order delivery through DoorDash or through Grubhub, I'm gonna surprise somebody with a vacation, and so we get a ton of people ordering through there. But the nice thing about DoorDash and Grubhub is most of the times we'll get customer information on there. So at the same time, we're gaining new customers, and once the customer information, like their name and their phone number, I'll take that and then I'll use that towards my marketing on a monthly or a weekly basis that I'll send out. So I'm getting leads as well, so I can encourage those customers to keep on coming back, and hopefully they can dine in instead of just going through DoorDash or Grubhub, as those guys take a percentage of our revenue. So on the bottom of the screen here, I'm showing you kind of like a personal message or personal note along with a small gift, which I did the vacation, a Las Vegas vacation incentive. And I focused mainly on Las Vegas a ton just because it's only about a 5-hour drive from where our restaurant is located. So it's kind of super easy access to get there. Just drive down, you don't have to fly or anything like that. So definitely the best promotion I've done through Marketing Boost is all through Las Vegas. This is catering, so I kind of took a snippet of my bank account as well as some sales from our mobile point of sale, which we use Square. We do mobile catering orders, but on the bottom here, this is our largest client. The company's called Podium, so they just went public. They're valued. I think they just got investment of like 200 million last year, so they're growing like crazy. Got about 700 employees there that we cater for on a monthly basis, and so basically when I do the sales calls, if they're pushing back, I'll kind of present them, with the Marketing Boost with the vacation to Vegas, and usually the decision maker is a small little blonde girl sitting in the front because she's the administrative assistant and she does all the catering orders, and so she's the one that you have to get to be able to get these orders. And so this one order right here is a $10,000 order, and so it's huge for us. And so it's just one time lunch deal, and $10,000 is something that we would do on a weekend night, which is our biggest night of the week. But just doing it just for lunch on a slow day like a Monday or Tuesday is huge for us. So every time I do sales calls with food, if there's pushback, I say, all right, let's work something out. If you sign with us for a year, so in this case, Podium, for a year, that's well over 100 grand, right? 100 grand food contract to do their food deliveries. If you sign with us, I'm gonna award you with a Las Vegas vacation so that you can go with your special someone or with your family and your kids and go out there and help them out. So anyways, this is kind of one thing that we've
I have to jump in and say bam on that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Yeah, so it's definitely awesome. So for restaurant, this is amazing for what we've been able to do with this. And then, so social media, this is a post that we did with one of our partners, another local company just about 10 minutes away from here. They sell a specialty Fijian drink. It's called Kai Vai. So for those of you that have Polynesian friends, they drink what's called kava. Kava is from a kava root, and it's a very bitter drink that basically will numb your entire mouth, and it's kind of like a substitute for alcohol, but it's not really alcoholic. So if you haven't tried it yet, definitely go to Fiji or go find your nearest mixing bar. They call it kava mixing bars. But anyways, these guys, Kai Vai, on Instagram, we decided to do a promotion together with a Las Vegas vacation giveaway. So basically what the giveaway is going to give 2 cases of Kai Vai, which retails for about $8 a bottle, and also like a hoodie, as well as teriyaki chicken dinner here at Yummy. So for 2 people, so dinner, and you get the drinks plus a Las Vegas vacation giveaway. So this one was huge. It blew up like crazy on both ends. On our sides, we had over 500 likes. We had over 1,200 comments. Because one of the things that we asked customers or potential customers or followers to do is tag their friends or tag their family or tag coworkers. So the more tags you get more chances of winning. And then we had them also do Instagram stories. So for those of you that are familiar with Instagram has stories that'll pop up on the top of your screen, and you can see different stories that'll show up. And so basically we had a thing, a story that they could share and they duplicate and just tag us as well. And so all their friends would see that. So this is pretty much free advertising for us, right? I mean, teriyaki chicken dinner for two at Yummy's. I mean, of course it costs, about 25 bucks, but for me, it only costs maybe $5 out of pocket. And the Las Vegas vacation voucher, through my membership through Marketing Boost, costs nothing pretty much. And then for my friends at Kai Vai, the 2 cases, that was pretty much nothing to them as well, because that's their main business that they do. So we've gained over 200 new followers for this, and just because of this that I've recently done, I'm partnering with another company as well. It's down the street. They have close to 4,000 followers, so they'll be doing this not next month, tomorrow as well. So just some things that you guys can think about for social media. I know I'm not saying you're going to get tens of thousands of new followers instantly, but a couple hundred here and there will definitely convert to customers later on. So hopefully you can still see that as leads. I know with Alex and with all the other insurance agents, getting leads through with their name and phone number and things like that. That's awesome as well, and that's what I'm trying to focus on next steps, to be able to get those information. But being able to do social media and keeping people on tabs, going on there on a daily basis and posting is definitely huge for any business. So this is one of my email marketing campaigns that I use. And so the title was basically of this email, just hiring a lunch server plus vacation giveaway. And so for this email campaign, I think I got like a 35% email open rate, and I don't have a ton of emails right now. I have about 2,500 people in my list, but these are all local people, everyone that's local to me here, about a 5-mile radius. And so I'm still growing that list, and hopefully I can continue to grow that. And my goal is hopefully to about 5,000 by the end of this year. But I sent this out, so a couple hundred people opened this, and we had a huge response to this vacation giveaway. So if you look, the next email, I know we're not supposed to give away the vacations like candy, so sorry Greg, but what I was doing was I was trying to get a ton of people to come into the restaurant at the end of the year. So end of the year, what's hard is here in Utah, a lot of people go on vacation. So Disneyland is the hottest spot because there's a ton of families here in Utah. People go out to Disneyland, go out to Disney World, or go out to California, or even Las Vegas. And because so many people go out, not only people, a lot of people will come to the restaurant. So what I did was I did a promotion for Las Vegas. I said, dine in at Yummy's, and it was only a couple of days. I think it was just 3 or 4 days. And I think it was after Christmas to the end of the year. I said, dine in at Yummy's, and if you dine in, send me an email of your receipt, and then I'll award you with the vacation. So I took a screenshot on the left-hand side just showing some of the Las Vegas hotel vouchers that people have requested. They sent me the receipt. So this is on the right, one customer that showed the receipt, and they sent it over to us, and they spent 80 bucks. And so this brought in a ton of new revenue from us just from this single promotion. And so it definitely works, guys. And so I'm not saying do this because me being in the restaurant industry, it's a little bit different. I have to find unique ways to be able to target my audience and get them in the door or spend money. Catering is another side, but also dining in is a little bit more difficult just because there's so many different options when eating out. But this has definitely worked really well for us. And so this was the first time I kind of did this promotion. And so this was just a couple weeks ago that has worked really good. And then did some next steps as well. This is what we did in Cancun as well, just kind of next steps on what we're going to do. So I'm still working on the automation of sending out the hotel savings card. I'm actually working with Fair. He's helping me a lot on that. So doing that through like social media giveaways and trivias, and then continue to increase our catering. So last year, just to kind of give you an idea of how much catering we did $200,000 in catering, and that's not a ton compared to kind of that one client that I just showed you, Podium, which we've done over 100,000 almost last year. And so, but my goal is to hopefully double that this year, and that'll definitely increase our sales and give a less burden on our restaurant staff as well as our restaurant space as well. And then the third thing that I'm looking at doing is doing charities. These are events and promotions using Marketing Boost. So what I've started doing is reaching out to local schools. And so I have a friend here, his name is Big Buddha. And so he's big on the local news channel. So he'll go around different businesses, help promote them, different schools. And he reached out to me actually mid-December, and he said, "Hey, can you donate to our high school football team?" And I get asked this almost literally every day. Just, can you donate 500 bucks, 500 bucks, and that's a ton of money for a restaurant, which we don't have a lot of profit anyways. And so since joining Marketing Boost, I've told schools and especially nonprofits and said, "Hey, here's what I'll do. Let me donate some hotel vacation, vouchers for you guys." And I've learned this through Alan while I was in the Cancun Mastermind. I said, let me give you some hotel vacation vouchers and then auction them off on a silent auction at one of your charity events. So what happened with my friend Big Buddha, so it's East High School out in Salt Lake City. What they did was I gave them 10 vacation vouchers for Las Vegas. And from those 10, he raised $6,500. I know the value is up to $650, but because it was supporting the high school football team and just the families and the friends that were there gathering at that silent auction, they raised $6,500 just on the 10 vacation vouchers. And this was something I learned on the mastermind. I never thought of it before, but just learning about it and seeing other people doing it, I tried it out, and it made waves over there, and they're so grateful for that. So it's been awesome. So